I received an email last week from a woman named Dorothy. She is 73 years old and just returned from visiting her grandchildren in Phoenix. Her checked bag never arrived. 3 days later, when the airline finally located it, her blood pressure medication had been destroyed by extreme heat in the cargo hold. The airline offered her $4,700 in compensation. Her medication alone cost more than that. And here is what broke my heart. She told me she had no idea any of this could happen. Nobody warned her. A few days after Dorothy's email, I heard from a retired teacher named Frank. He had his suitcase stolen right off the baggage carousel while he stepped away to use the restroom. The thief was never caught. Frank lost irreplaceable family photographs, gifts for his grandchildren, and clothes he had bought specifically for the trip. The airline told him there was nothing they could do. Then there was Margaret, who arrived at her gate only to be told her carry-on bag was too large. She had used that same bag for years without any problem. Suddenly, the rules had changed, and she faced a $65 fee to check it at the gate. She had packed her medication inside that bag because she thought it would stay with her the entire flight. It did not. These are not isolated incidents. Every single day, thousands of travelers over 60 make luggage mistakes that cost them money, cause them stress, and sometimes put their health at serious risk. The airlines know about these problems. They just do not tell you about them. Why would they? Every mistake you make is either money in their pocket or a liability they can avoid. But today, that changes. I am going to walk you through 7 luggage mistakes that seniors make in 2026. Some of these will surprise you. Some might even make you angry when you realize how easily they could have been prevented. Stick around until the end, because mistake number 7 is the one that catches more travelers off guard than any other. Let us get started. Mistake number 1, keeping old baggage tags on your suitcase. This sounds harmless, right? Maybe even charming. I have met travelers who proudly display tags from every trip they have ever taken. Paris, Tokyo, Cancun. It looks like a scrapbook on wheels. Some people think it makes their bag easier to identify. Others simply forget to remove them. Here is the problem. Those old tags can send your luggage to the wrong destination. Modern airports use automated scanning systems. These systems read barcodes on baggage tags to route your suitcase through a maze of conveyor belts, loading areas, and cargo holds. When a scanner picks up an old barcode from a previous flight, it can confuse the entire system. Your bag might get flagged for manual inspection, which takes time. If you have a tight connection, that delay could mean your luggage misses your flight. The automated sorting systems process thousands of bags per hour. They are designed for speed, not for figuring out which tag is current and which is outdated. When your bag has multiple barcodes visible, the system has to make a decision. Sometimes it makes the wrong one. In some airports, particularly in Germany and other parts of Europe, they will not even accept your bag if it has old barcodes still attached. Hamburg Airport has strict rules about this. They will refuse your luggage entirely. The staff will hand it back to you and tell you to remove everything before they will process it. But there is another problem that most people do not think about: security. According to reports from airline industry insiders, scammers now wait at baggage carousels watching for people who remove their tags and throw them in the trash. They collect those tags because the barcodes contain your booking information, frequent flyer details, and sometimes even partial contact information. With that data, they can file fraudulent missing items claims using your identity. The solution is simple but important. Remove all old tags, including those small barcode stickers, before every trip. And when you arrive at your destination, do not throw your current tag in the airport trash. Take it home and shred it. Mistake number 2, packing medications in checked luggage. This is the mistake that affected Dorothy, and it happens far more often than most people realize. The cargo hold of an airplane is not climate-controlled the way the cabin is. During flight, temperatures in the cargo area typically range from 45 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. That sounds reasonable, but the real danger comes during ground delays. Picture this. Your plane sits on the tarmac in Phoenix during summer, or perhaps Dallas, or Atlanta. Outside temperatures reach 100 degrees or higher. Your suitcase, sitting in that metal cargo compartment, becomes an oven. Medications that require temperature control, things like insulin, blood pressure pills, inhalers, and many heart medications, can be destroyed in hours. The opposite problem happens in winter. Your bag might sit outside in Minneapolis or Chicago, exposed to temperatures well below freezing. Certain medications become completely ineffective after freezing, even once. There is also the issue of lost or delayed luggage. If your bag does not arrive with you, and you need medication that night or the next morning, you could be in serious trouble. Foreign pharmacies may not honor American prescriptions. Even domestic pharmacies often require verification from your doctor before dispensing certain medications. The rule is straightforward. All essential medications belong in your carry-on bag, not your checked suitcase. Not your personal item that might get gate-checked. Your carry-on that stays with you at all times. For medications that need to stay cold, the TSA allows you to bring cooling gel packs in quantities larger than 3.4 ounces when they are medically necessary. Invest in a small insulated medication travel case. They cost less than $30 and could save your life. Mistake number 3. Using soft-sided luggage without understanding the risks. I understand why soft-sided suitcases are popular. They are lighter. They have more exterior pockets. They can squeeze into tight spaces. They are often less expensive than hard-shell alternatives. For many years, soft-sided luggage was the standard choice for most travelers. But here is what the luggage companies do not want you to know. Soft-sided bags offer almost no protection against theft. A determined thief can open a zippered suitcase in seconds using nothing but a ballpoint pen. They simply push the pen between the zipper teeth, create a small opening, reach inside, take what they want, and then slide the zipper pulls back over the gap. The bag looks completely normal afterward. Your lock is still attached. There are no visible signs of tampering. You might not even realize anything is missing until you unpack at your hotel. This technique is well known among baggage handlers and airport workers worldwide. Multiple investigations have documented organized theft rings operating inside major airports, including Miami, JFK, Los Angeles, and Atlanta. One ring in St. Louis stole over 900 items from passengers in a single year. These were not petty criminals. They were employees with security clearances and access to restricted areas. The electronics and expensive items most commonly stolen include cameras, laptops, tablets, jewelry, and designer goods. Thieves know exactly what to look for. They can often tell by the weight and shape of a bag whether it contains valuable electronics. Hard-shell suitcases with built-in TSA-approved locks provide significantly better protection. The polycarbonate material cannot be easily punctured or sliced. The locking mechanism secures the entire closure, not just the zipper pulls. A thief would need tools and time to break into a quality hard-shell case, and that draws attention. Yes, hard-shell luggage costs more. Yes, it weighs slightly more when empty. But consider this. Airlines will only compensate you up to $4,700 for lost or damaged luggage on domestic flights. For international flights, that limit drops to approximately $2,100. If someone steals your expensive camera, your jewelry, or your electronics from a soft-sided bag, you likely will not recover the full value. The extra investment in quality hard-shell luggage pays for itself the moment it prevents even one theft. Mistake number 4. Ignoring the new carry-on size enforcement. Here is what changed in 2026 that many travelers have not caught up with yet. Airlines are now strictly enforcing carry-on size limits at boarding gates. This is not the casual glance of years past. Gate agents have been instructed to actively look for oversized bags. American Airlines recently removed their metal sizing devices from gates, which sounds like they are relaxing the rules. But the opposite is true. They now rely on agent judgment, which means inconsistent enforcement and surprise fees. The standard domestic carry-on size is 22 by 14 by 9 inches. That includes wheels and handles. This is where many people make their mistake. Luggage manufacturers often advertise a bag as carry-on compliant, but their measurements exclude the wheels, the handles, and sometimes even the zippers. You buy a bag that says 21 inches, but once you add the wheels and the fully extended handle, It measures 24 inches. Budget carriers like Spirit and Frontier have even stricter limits. European airlines often enforce weight restrictions on carry-ons, something American travelers rarely encounter at home. If your bag gets flagged as oversized at the gate, you face two choices. Pay an oversized baggage fee, which can reach $65 or more, or gate check your bag for free but lose access to everything inside until you land. Here is my recommendation. Before your next trip, measure your carry-on yourself. Use a tape measure and include the wheels and handles. If you are within 1 inch of the limit, consider downsizing. The stress of fighting with a gate agent is simply not worth it. If you are finding this helpful, let me tell you about something I created specifically for situations like these. It is called the Airport Survival Guide. I put everything I have learned about navigating modern air travel into this guide. Things like how to avoid hidden fees, what to do when your flight gets canceled, how to get through security faster, and dozens of other strategies that most travelers never discover. I pinned a link in the description below. If you want to travel with less stress and more confidence, take a look. Now let us continue with mistake number 5. Not using a tracking device inside your luggage. The technology exists to know exactly where your suitcase is at every moment of your journey, yet most travelers still do not use it. This baffles me, because the cost is minimal and the peace of mind is enormous. Apple AirTags cost $29. A 4-pack costs $99, though you can often find them on sale for less. Samsung and Tile make similar products for Android users. These small devices use Bluetooth and global networks of smartphones to report their location. They are about the size of a quarter and weigh almost nothing. Here is why this matters so much in 2026. Luggage theft from baggage carousels has reached what airport police in Atlanta describe as epidemic levels. Thieves do not even need to be travelers. In many American airports, the baggage claim area is accessible to anyone walking in from the street. Someone can simply wait, grab a nice-looking suitcase when no one is watching, and walk out the door. Security cameras capture it happening, but by the time anyone reviews the footage, the thief is long gone. Seattle-Tacoma Airport saw luggage theft increase from 97 reported cases in 2011 to nearly 500 in recent years. San Francisco reported a similar jump. These are just the reported cases. Many thefts go unreported because travelers assume their bag was simply lost, not stolen. With a tracking device hidden inside your bag, you can show airline staff and police exactly where your luggage is located. In one documented case, a traveler's AirTag showed her stolen bag sitting in a public housing building 8 miles from the airport. In another case, a tracking device helped reunite a passenger with luggage that had been mistakenly loaded onto the wrong flight. The airline initially had no idea where the bag was. The passenger's AirTag located it sitting in a warehouse at the wrong airport. Some important tips for using trackers effectively. Place the device inside an interior pocket, not attached to the outside where it can be removed or damaged. Check the battery before every trip, because a dead tracker is useless. Enable lost mode if your bag goes missing so that anyone who finds it can contact you directly. Airlines are now starting to embrace this technology. Over 50 airlines, including Delta, Lufthansa, and United, will accept location data from your personal tracker to help find missing bags. This dramatically speeds up recovery compared to filing a claim and hoping for the best. Mistake number 6. Assuming your home address belongs on your luggage tag. This advice dates back decades, and it made sense when the world was different. Put your name and address on your luggage so it can be returned to you. Today, that same advice creates a serious security risk. Think about what happens when you display your home address on a luggage tag that is visible to everyone in the airport, on the plane, and at baggage claim. You have just announced to strangers that you are away from home. A criminal now knows your house is likely empty and knows exactly where to find it. There is a better approach. Use your phone number and email address instead of your street address. If you want to include an address, use your destination hotel, not your home. Keep the tag turned inward so the information faces the handle rather than being displayed outward. Inside your suitcase, you can include a card with more complete contact information. This helps airline staff locate you if the external tag gets torn off during handling. But even that internal card does not need your home address. Your name, phone number, and flight itinerary are sufficient. Mistake number 7. Arriving at baggage claim late. This final mistake surprises many people, but it might be the most important one on this list. When your plane lands, you probably want to use the restroom, stretch your legs, check your phone, or simply take your time getting through the terminal. After sitting in a cramped airplane seat for hours, who can blame you? That delay could cost you your luggage. Baggage claim areas at most American airports have minimal security. Anyone can walk in from the street, and bags start appearing on the carousel within minutes of a flight arriving. If you are still making your way through the terminal when your suitcase emerges, it sits there unattended, circling, waiting, looking like an easy target. Thieves know this. They watch for bags with no one standing nearby. They wait until a nice-looking suitcase has made several trips around the carousel. Then they simply grab it and walk out. If anyone questions them, they claim it was an honest mistake. The bags look similar. Who could possibly tell the difference? At San Antonio International Airport, luggage theft increased from 18 reported cases in 2020 to over 123 in a single recent year. Security footage shows thieves calmly walking up to carousels, selecting bags, and leaving without anyone stopping them. One woman had a bright yellow loofah attached to her bag as an identifier. The thief grabbed it anyway. The loofah actually helped identify the stolen bag on camera, but that did not bring back her belongings. The problem is worse at larger airports where multiple flights arrive simultaneously. During busy travel periods, a carousel might have bags from 3 or 4 different flights all mixed together. Chaos creates opportunity for criminals. The solution is simple, but requires discipline. Go directly to baggage claim when your flight lands. Do not stop at the restroom. Do not stop at the coffee shop. Do not check your email while walking slowly. Get to that carousel before your bag appears and watch it until you have it in your hands. Position yourself near where bags first emerge onto the belt. This way you can grab your suitcase immediately, before it even starts circling. The less time your bag spends unattended, the safer it is. If you need to use the restroom, wait until after you have your luggage. Those few extra minutes of patience could prevent weeks of frustration dealing with a theft claim. Let us quickly review what we covered today. Mistake number 1 was keeping old baggage tags on your suitcase, which can confuse scanning systems and expose your travel information to scammers. Mistake number 2 was packing medications in checked luggage, where extreme temperatures can destroy them. Mistake number 3 was relying on soft-sided luggage that offers almost no theft protection. Mistake number 4 was ignoring new carry-on size enforcement that airlines are now taking very seriously. Mistake number 5 was traveling without a tracking device that could help locate lost or stolen bags. Mistake number 6 was displaying your home address on luggage tags, which advertises that your house is empty. And mistake number 7 was arriving late to baggage claim, giving thieves time to take your unattended suitcase. Every one of these mistakes is completely preventable once you know about them. That is what frustrates me most. Airlines and airports could easily educate passengers about these risks. They choose not to. The information exists, but you have to go looking for it. I created this content because I believe everyone deserves to travel with confidence, especially those of us who have earned our years and should not have to worry about preventable problems ruining our trips. If this information helped you, please hit the subscribe button and share this with someone you know who travels. A friend, a family member, anyone who could benefit from knowing these things. Getting the word out could save someone a lot of money and heartache. Thank you for spending this time with me today. Travel smart, stay prepared, and take care of yourselves out there.